We have located what we believe is the site of Singapore. Our archaeologist believes that, based on what he's found, that he can pinpoint that the location of Singapore was right in this valley. What is left, rather than intact and standing buildings, is a number of stone foundations, partially intact, partially not, trash middens, and pieces of ceramic and other construction materials like the nails. And by the way, all these artifacts are going to be preserved and for study, and if there's interest, to be available for viewing and display. Second, we've learned that the inhabitants of Singapore weren't just transient labor or unskilled or uneducated labor. The existence of the high-end and expensive import pottery from England would suggest that at least some of the residents of the town were well-to-do financially and seemed to enjoy at least those high-end ceramics. Access to international markets for goods is somewhat uncommon for this time period in Michigan. Third, and this is just an interesting note that our archaeologist made, is there were no artifacts discovered that showed evidence of children in the town of Singapore. A common discovery in a 19th century residential site is clay or glass marbles. That was one of the toys that was very common. None were found. Fourth, it's unknown how the citizens of Singapore disposed of waste. Ordinarily, you would have pits or privies and other shaft-type features to dispose of waste, trash, including human waste. But the high water table here and the sandy soils would have prevented deep shaft structures. So for a long-term settlement like Singapore, which was in existence from the 1830s through at least the 1870s, they would have had to figure out some other way to handle and dispose of trash and waste.